this week with something Naomi made recently for Mother's Day.
Yes.
And it was such a success that we wanted to make it again to eat, and also so that you guys can check it out and hopefully make it for yourselves.
It was seriously one of the best things I've eaten in a while. Super fresh, really salty, spicy, tangy. It's also vegan, so that's an added bonus. Today we are making a spicy mushroom larb. Larb is traditionally, it's a Thai dish. It's traditionally made with ground meat, pork, I believe.
Yeah, I've had it with pork. I've also had it with chicken. I had it for the first time when I was in Thailand, and it's really delicious. But I actually like this a lot more than the times I've had it personally.
I don't know if I've ever actually had larb the way that it traditionally is made. I just love mushrooms and love all these ingredients and knew that we'd like it. So we are
very up our alley flavor-wise.
Definitely up our alley flavor-wise. So we are gonna get started. I'll show you all the ingredients we're gonna use, and then we will quickly throw everything together and get to eating.
Yay!
For this recipe, we are using baby Bella mushrooms and white mushrooms. I just like the variety. Green onions, fresh ginger, garlic, shallots, Fresno chili peppers, roasted salted peanuts, a little bit of soy sauce, lime, mint, and green cabbage for the wrap. So what I'm gonna do to start out, something that I just absolutely love doing, and you saw me use these in our spicy
Naomi.
peanut video.
People are wondering why there's a big sign behind us.
Oh,
It's Naomi's birthday!
it is today on the
Naomi's-
day of filming.
Yes, Naomi is 26 today. Not the day this is being posted, but May 21st.
Yes.
And that's why this is up. We're starting the night off with some appetizers, and we're rolling into drinks after the camera is off. So.
Yes, we're getting a healthy meal, something really yummy. We went out to dinner last night and had a really fun time downtown. So today we're doing something a little more casual, hanging out at home. Happy birthday, me. I am going to start out this recipe with something I just love so much, which is frying these roasted salted peanuts in a little bit of olive oil to get them more toasty, and then I'm gonna finish them with some kosher salt to make them even more salty. I did this in our spicy peanut noodle video, and I just couldn't stop snacking on them. I found this recipe through Bon Appetit. You know us, you know we love Bon Appetit, it's not a surprise. Andy Baragani made this originally with a slight variation that he uses fish sauce. When I made this originally, Caroline was going to eat it too, so I wanted to make it vegan, and soy sauce is a great replacement for fish sauce in a recipe. Definitely not the same flavor at all, but does add some of that umami that you get from fish sauce, and I am just not the biggest fan of fish sauce, so might as well veganize it and go soy sauce. So I am toasting up these peanuts in some oil, just gonna get more color on them, add a little salt, and then I'll set them aside. So the peanuts only take a couple minutes with being in the oil, and you can just see that they are a little bit darker in color, and I just put a little kosher salt on them when they came out of the pan, and that's it. I just like the extra toasty flavor it gives. It's totally an unnecessary step, but I just wanted to show you if you were interested in the extra yummy peanuts. Right now, I am just wiping the dirt off these mushrooms. They're not super dirty, but the best way to clean a mushroom that I've been taught and that I've always done is just gently wiping it off with a paper towel, or, you know, in this case, I'm just using a dishcloth because I don't want to waste the paper towel. And just getting off the obvious dirt, anything you can see. If you wash them in water, that's fine, but they are really porous little vegetables, and they will kind of get slimy, soak up the water a little bit, and you know, not brown as quickly in the pan, because if you have learned anything in this show, it's that liquid makes things not brown. Has to be dry. So we're just gonna brush them off. Everything's gonna be okay. I have dusted off all my mushrooms. I'm gonna go ahead and chop the little ends of the stems off just because they're a little dry, a little brown. You can see, like, if they look good and your mushrooms are somehow really beautifully fresh and just from like the frigging mushroom farm, you don't have to cut off the end. It's completely edible. It's just ugly and brown and, you know, just kind of dry. So cutting off all the ends, and then I'm gonna cut all the mushrooms into quarters. So I think I'll do quarters. Should I do sixths? Yeah, I'm gonna cut them all in about 6 pieces. They're definitely gonna shrink, but I don't want huge pieces of mushroom. Like we said before, this type of dish is traditionally ground meat. So you want little pieces of the main ingredient, like the mushroom. I was gonna say protein, but it's not protein. I really like the mushroom stems though. They are a different texture than the tops. So I just leave in everything edible.
Naomi's sporting a brand new knife, if you can't tell.
I am. I just got this beautiful knife as a gift for my birthday.
Woo!
It's ginormous and very nice and very sharp. I already cut myself today. Oops.
And she's had it for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I literally was just gifted it like an hour ago. And one of the first things I was cutting, I already cut myself, but whatever. It wasn't that bad. So I'm just gonna cut it in half, and then I'll just go like 1, 2, like that, so I get 3 pieces. Cut them however you want. If you wanna cut them, you know, just in little slices, that's okay, but I kind of prefer chunks versus slices. You're gonna get a little bit of a meatier bite. So I'm just gonna finish doing this. It's kind of a tedious little task. This is going to take the longest, just cutting everything up like this. But once I have all the mushrooms cut up and prepped, it really comes together quickly, maybe in like 15 minutes. As I'm finishing chopping all these up, I was just thinking about how much fun this is to eat with other people, because it's such a sharing dish. And I don't know about you, but I just really like to share and enjoy food with people. So something where, you know, you have all this delicious mushroom larb and we're gonna wrap it in little cabbage leaves with the lime and the peanuts, and you kind of just build your own little cabbage wrap. It's fun to share with someone. So I think that it would be a really nice thing to make for date night.
And healthy.
And super healthy. It is, there's the only thing in here that is fatty at all is just the oil to cook it. So it's really healthy. It's vegan, plant-based, gluten-free. And, you know, I was wondering if all of you, everyone watching, is more interested in some date night meals, maybe like a little app and a entree and a cocktail and a dessert, like a full thing to guide you through making a nice meal for your partner, for your friend, for your family, whoever it is. I'd love to show you like a whole date night spread that you could make for someone to impress them. I absolutely love that stuff. You all know that cooking is my love language. So let us know in the comments what you think and what kind of foods you want to make for your people that you care about. I am now moving on. I'm gonna put a couple tablespoons of oil in this pan. I just wanna coat the bottom. Oil brings a lot of flavor. I'm just gonna wait for that to heat up a little bit. We are going to try to get some color on these mushrooms. So the color will bring a lot of flavor and texture. And it will just make everything so much more delicious. So once that heats up, we'll put the mushrooms in the pan and get going. So I did these mushrooms kind of in batches. The mushrooms are going to shrink a lot. That's why we did so many. So I threw some in, covered the bottom of the pan with them and let them cook a little bit before adding more after they shrank up and there was more room in the pan. You want to put them in the pan in the hot oil and let them just sit undisturbed for 5 minutes or so to get some browning color on them. Don't cover it with a lid. Mushrooms have a lot of water in them and they excrete all the moisture. So they're kind of sitting in a little pool of moisture. And I actually took my rubber spatula and made little tiny holes in the mushrooms to help some steam and liquid evaporate faster. I'm just gonna leave them a little bit longer, try to get as much color as I can on them. I'll leave them alone for a moment. While I wait for those to cook, I have some shallot here that I sliced really thinly and I kind of separated the little loops from each other. I'm going to rinse them with a little strainer. I'm actually not 100% positive what this does. I think it just rinses off a little bit of the juices to make it a little more mild flavor. We're actually not gonna cook these at all. We're just going to toss them in at the end so the residual heat will be the only thing softening them up. So we don't have the cooking time to, make the flavor not as raw. Perfect. Mushrooms are looking good. Gonna give them a little stir. You can see they're kind of browning a little bit. Not as much moisture in the pan anymore. I'm adding my garlic to a pretty hot pan. I have it chopped up in little pieces instead of being extremely finely grated or minced or pressed or whatever. I like this. And then you get like little bites of garlic, which I like. I did the same with the ginger. It's in little tiny chunks, but I like getting little bites of ginger. We're gonna add all of our aromatics to the pan. Green onion. I'm gonna use some of this ginger in our salad, so I'm only gonna add. And then all the garlic. I'm gonna add a pinch of salt now. Not too much because we are using soy sauce, but I wanna just season it lightly. Probably add a little bit of pepper. I like pepper. This is almost done. We are just about there. I'm gonna go ahead and turn off the heat. Add in the soy sauce and the chilies, the shallots. You wanna do this off heat so that nothing overcooks. We're trying to get a little bit of the raw chili and shallot flavor in there, but the mushrooms are so hot that they're gonna wilt everything down a little bit. Now we're gonna add mint. I just chopped it up a little bit, super rough chop. You want big pieces of mint, but God, that's so gorgeous. I love color in food. And we can't forget about our peanuts. So I have a bunch here. I think I'm gonna give them a little quick chop just to have them incorporate a little bit better. Not really small, just like a little bit. Okay, peanuts in now. I'm just gonna give it a little taste just to make sure that I don't need any more salt.
I should probably make sure too.
Camille should definitely make sure. I don't think it needs any salt.
Is it so good?
It's delicious. I think I might squeeze a couple little lime segments over it. So good, huh? We got so excited about how delicious this is, I forgot that I need to still cut this cabbage. So, the perfect thing to cut with this ginormous new knife of mine. cut all my fingers off?
No, stop it.
Cut my fingers.
No, I don't like
directly.
it. I don't like
okay.
it.
So just nice. I'm gonna cut it in quarters. And then we'll use like little quarter leaves as the wraps. Just cut it in quarters and then separate as many whole leaves as you can get out of it. Cabbage is like really curly and has a bunch of these little pieces within the leaves. So just do your best. You might have to use the whole cabbage and then you'll get like little inner curly bits.
Typically when I've had lettuce cups, I've had it with like butter lettuce, sometimes even romaine lettuce. Like this is obviously cabbage and it is a lot more like fibrous and like intense, sturdy. I really liked it because the lettuce cup or like the cabbage cup didn't fall apart. So it was really nice. It does have a little bit like more of a chew to it.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind if you want to do a different kind of lettuce or cabbage, then, you know, power to you.
All right, we have a special taster guest, my boyfriend Austin. Yay!
Excuse me.
So he's had this before, the first time we made it, and
It was very good.
Hopefully it's good again.
okay, I'll make you a little wrap.
Okay, that's probably best because I'll mess it up.
Isn't it pretty?
It's just so
It is
messy.
very pretty.
And then a little bit of lime. The fresh lime is so good. Ready? A little messy.
Super good though.
So they are a little messy, which is kind of part of the fun. But what did you think overall?
It's very good. It's just like the first time I had it.
He's a man of many words.
Yeah.
He's very descriptive.
It's all, I don't know how to. It's literally like nothing I've ever had in my life. It's got nuts and mushrooms in the same meal, which I never thought I would have.
And mint.
And mint. Yeah, it sounds very weird when you talk about everything that's in it, but it goes really well together.
It's like a nice, like light kind of appetizer where
Very
you don't
light,
feel
yeah.
like really heavy, but you
No,
feel
for
like
sure.
satisfied. Like it's got a lot of flavor. So.
It is very light. It is very light.
Yeah. It feels nice and healthy, but also filling and rich in its own way. So thanks for being a taste tester.
And we have plenty more for you
Yes.
when the camera's off.
that
So
you
excited.
can eat over a plate. Okay, so we are hungry. We're gonna make ourselves a salad, eat this, and get on with some birthday festivities. Thanks, Camille, for being my camera crew today.
I know. Thank you, Naomi, for cooking me this wonderful food. And thank you guys for tuning in again and watching us every Thursday. We appreciate your love and support. Subscribe, follow us on Instagram. Let us know if there's anything you would love to see us make, any ideas you have. We love reading comments.
Yeah, we're always open to new ideas. We always need inspiration every week. So, you know, anything you want to let us know, we would love to make something new and different for you.
But thanks again, and we will see you next time.
See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.